Hello and welcome. Today I will be showing you my new and updated 6x6 piston door. Now I made one for the, using the same exact design for the Mumbo Jumbo Mega Piston House, which was his own house. And I showed it off in the end, and it was 100% reliable, but during that time, Redstone Mechanics, they like whenever you reload your world, they didn't work the first time. You'd have to keep on doing it, and then eventually it would work. And so then I tested it out just a couple days ago. And I did it in a video, which was looking at Redstone Creations 2017. And then I looked at it. Looked at the design. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do this. And it's 100% reliable. Works all the time. You can see it working here. There we go. And you can see it opening here. Retracting the last blocks that were here was the main struggle for me, and I wasn't able to do it until today, in just like about 10 minutes or 20 minutes or something like that. After I realized I could put 4 ticks down there, I was able to do it. But yeah, as you can see, I don't have the slime blocks and the redstone going up. I wanted to avoid that, and I did 4 ticks between them all, but it wasn't 100% reliable. And then I had to rearrange it to where I have the observers there, but it works 100% of the time. So on the closing, all that happens is these all extend here. That redstone torch turns off, which just retracts the piston here, doing nothing. Over here, this piston gets pushed down, which updates this, which pushes the block down there. And it also sends a pulse through here, a 4-tick pulse, so they fire off twice. I think that might have helped it somewhat. But as you can see, there's a 6-tick delay between each one, and then there's a 6-tick delay between that, and there's a 6-tick delay between that. So this happens in, say, 0 ticks. This one happens in 3, and then this one extends 6, then this one 9, and then 12, and then it goes on like that. So it's just having these extend every 3, and then having these extend the other 3 ticks. So it's just a cycle of that going on until all the pistons are extended, and and so then once all the pistons are extended, that observer gets it, which pushes this block up, ending the circuit. And then in the opening, these pistons just retract, but then this observer pushes out here, which has a pulse extender here, which extends the pulse. This piston extends, pushing the slime block down. That one pushes across, and then then the piston down there pushes down once again. And then over here in 0 ticks, this one, the top pistons go, 4 ticks the next one goes, and then 8 ticks the next one goes. And that's all that happens because I have an observer on this piston. So it does nothing with the powering, but then on the powering off, this piston then extends, which sends a pulse here, which would retract the blocks, but then it would also send a pulse through to here to retract it, to have it go that way, and then it does a bunch of stuff. It does all the retraction with all the observers twined all around here. And before, I just had a normal observer, not on a piston, and so then you would have to wait. You'd have to have a longer pulse extender for that to work. And so then I was like, oh, I can just do this. So I kind of rewired it here a bit, and now you can have the shortest pulse extender here. And at the same time that that's going off, I have a pulse extender down here as well. And so then I have a 4-tick pulse going, 4-tick clock going down here, which then pushes the blocks that way every 4 ticks. And then after the pulse runs out, I have these repeaters here, which then get activated. So first thing that happens is that these blocks extend, pulling in the no, not these. The pistons that are here, those extend, pulling the blocks in, and then right after these blocks push them over, and then I have it do a double piston extender with a, let's see, that's 8 minus 2, I have a 6 pulse going through here, which extends these, but then the observers also detect that, and it has a double piston extender here. Those go across, and then right after that, the blocks push them across again. And then this was the hard part. I have a delay here, and right after the delay, I have the observer going down here, which sends a pulse to the bottom piston. It's a 4-tick pulse, which you can see in there. But then this also happens, which is I can show it over here. There's a line of redstone. Yeah, it goes into this line of redstone here. Whoops, I just got rid of that. It goes into this line of redstone here, so those pistons extend, but then it extends these pistons, but then these observers detect that, and the pistons which are now up here, which are like right here, they extend, and since it's four ticks, then where's the thing that I broke? There it is. And so then the ones down there retract, and then I have this go off again, which retract the blocks down to here, but then the pistons are still up there. Or no, they've been retracted actually. And then I send up another pulse through here, which is basically a double piston extender, but it doesn't need that, and it just kind of retracts them back in. So yeah, I'll show it in action again. The closing is really simple. And there we go. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I'll show it once more. Yep, that was that. If you want a tutorial, like really want a tutorial, let me know, and I can try and do a tutorial on this, but it might take a while. And one thing that I did want to say is that a couple of times the pistons moved too fast and my game crashed, so be careful whenever you're testing out redstone creations. Because if the pistons go too fast, then they crash your game, and sometimes, if they don't crash your game, pistons will tend to turn into stone, and then they'll just, then you'll know if a bug has happened if you find random stone in your creation, which has happened a couple times in the new update, which I think it's because of the one tick. Now the pistons can go one tick, which if you have too many of them going off at once, can cause your game to crash, or a piston can bug out and turn into stone. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Bye.